Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about five kingdom concept and species concept. So today, before going to this topic, we need to know about the classification of microorganisms. So we have discussed earlier about the classification of microorganisms. So microorganisms, first we will discuss about the definition. What is microorganisms? They are the organisms which is invisible to naked eye and it is only visible under a microscope, and they are viruses, bacteria, algae, fungi and protozoa. So the classification of microorganisms, it is called as taxonomy. So we can call it as microbial taxonomy. It is a broader group. So taxonomy, so the classification of microorganism, it is called as microbial taxonomy. So the microorganisms, they are classified in different ways. So they are classified based on plants and animals, and based on cellularity, that is unicellular or multicellular, based on the type of nuclear materials, and it is we have five kingdom concept, eight kingdom concept and three domain system. So the widely accepted one is a five kingdom concept. So classification of microorganism based on plants or animals. We have Aristotle in 4th century. He classified the living organisms into two kingdoms, that is Plantae and Animalia. So kingdom Plantae includes algae, fungi and bacteria and other plants. But kingdom Animalia includes all animals including protozoa. So based on cellularity, it is non-cellular, unicellular and multicellular. Non-cellular microbes have no cells. Example is viruses. They are living chemicals. Unicellular microbes have single cells, that is protozoa, bacteria, algae and fungi. Some algae and some fungi. Multicellular microorganisms have many cells, that is fungi and algae. So unicellular microbes have single cells. So it is example is protozoa and bacteria, but some algae and some fungi, it is also a unicellular and multicellular. So based on the type of nuclear materials, it is classified into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So what is prokaryotes? The organisms which do not contain a nucleus is called as prokaryotes. So prokaryotic cell, the ribosome is 70s. The chromosome is circular in shape. Cell organelles are absent. So example is bacteria. Eukaryotes, they contain a true nucleus, that is eukaryotes. And in eukaryotic cell, the ribosome is 80s and the chromosome is not circular in shape. In prokaryotes, the chromosome is circular in shape. Cell organelles like mitochondria, Golgi body, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum and centrioles are present. Example is protozoa, algae, fungi and all animals. Now let's discuss about five kingdom concept. It is very important question. It is 5 marks. You will get it in 5 marks. So Whittaker, that is R.H. Whittaker, in 1969, he proposed a five kingdom concept for the classification of microbes. So the classification, it is mainly based on the mode of nutrition and cellular organization. So according to this concept, the microbes are classified into five kingdoms, that is Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So the kingdom Monera includes prokaryotes which lacks ingestive mode of nutrition. Example bacteria and cyanobacteria. Protista, it includes unicellular microbes such as protozoa, unicellular algae and unicellular fungi. They exhibit three types of nutritions, namely autotrophic, holozoic and heterotrophic. And kingdom fungi, it includes eukaryotic fungi. They show absorptive nutrition and filamentous structure. Kingdom Plantae includes eukaryotic multicellular plants. They show photosynthetic mode of nutrition. And Kingdom Animalia, it includes eukaryotic multicellular animals. They show ingestive mode of nutrition. So let's discuss this flow chart that is we have made here. So prokaryotic, so it is classified, so based on the nuclear material, the microorganism, it is classified into prokaryotic and eukaryotic. So prokaryotic, kingdom Monera, so the prokaryotic organism comes under the kingdom Monera. So in eukaryotic we have a broader classification. In eukaryotic it is again classified into unicellular and multicellular. So kingdom Protista, it contains unicellular and eukaryotic organisms, and multicellular, it is again classified into cell wall present and cell wall absent. The organism containing cell wall and organism does not contain cell wall, do not contain cell wall. So the cell wall, when the organism in which the cell wall is present, it is again classified into autotrophic and heterotrophic. So kingdom Plantae, under kingdom Plantae, organism which is multicellular, the cell wall is present and it shows the autotrophic mode of nutrition is comes under kingdom Plantae. And kingdom Fungi, it is heterotrophic, organism is heterotrophic, the cell wall is present and the organism is multicellular. So the cell wall absent, the organism with the cell wall absent, and the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, it comes under the kingdom Animalia. So it is prokaryotic, eukaryotic, kingdom Monera, it comes under prokaryotic organisms, and eukaryotic, it again classified into unicellular and multicellular. Kingdom Protista, it is unicellular and eukaryotic organism. Kingdom Plantae, it is autotrophic, cell wall present and it is multicellular. Kingdom Fungi, it is heterotrophic and cell wall present. Kingdom Animalia, it is heterotrophic and the cell wall is absent and it is multicellular organism. So 5 kingdom concept, it is done by R.H. Whittaker. It is based on the mode of nutrition and cellular organization. So it is classified into 5 kingdoms, that is kingdom Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So kingdom Monera, it includes prokaryotes which lacks ingestive mode of nutrition. Example is bacteria and cyanobacteria. So what is ingestive mode of nutrition? It is also called as holozoic nutrition. It is a type of heterotrophic nutrition that is characterized by the internalization of or internal processing of gaseous, liquids or solid food particles. So it is also called as holozoic nutrition. It is nothing but internal processing of gaseous, liquids or solid food particles. So kingdom Protista, it includes unicellular microbes such as protozoa, unicellular algae and unicellular fungi. They exhibit 3 types of nutrition, namely autotrophic, holozoic and heterotrophic. So autotrophic mode of nutrition, it is nothing but in this mode of nutrition the organism makes their own food. Example, plant makes their own food by photosynthesis, by the presence of sunlight. So it is auto means self, so it makes their own food. So heterotrophic mode of nutrition, in this mode of nutrition, it is the organism obtains their food from others like human beings. So hetero means others, so auto means self, hetero means others. So you have kingdom Protista, it exhibits 3 types of nutrition: autotrophic, holozoic and heterotrophic. And kingdom Fungi, it includes eukaryotic fungi. They show absorptive nutrition and filamentous structure. Kingdom Plantae, it includes eukaryotic multicellular plants. They show photosynthetic mode of nutrition. Kingdom Animalia, it includes eukaryotic multicellular animals. They show ingestive mode of nutrition. So it is a very important question. You have to just first draw the flow chart, then you have to describe about the 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So whenever you write any question, like either 5 marks or 10 marks, you need to write the synopsis first. So you need to write the synopsis about the 5 kingdom concept. Like synopsis, we have to put synopsis, then write kingdom Monera, Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Before that, you can also put a flow chart, 5 kingdom concept flow chart. So you will get more marks. The examiner will give you more marks if you provide synopsis for 5 marks and 10 marks. So let's discuss about the species concept. So species, it comes, you have genus and species. So genus, it is a broader one. So species comes under genus. So what is species? So human beings, it also we are all are human beings. We are also a species. So species, it is a group of animals, plants, or other living things that all share their common characteristics. So species nothing but they share all the common characteristics, and they are classified as alike in some manner. So example of species is all human beings. So I have given a definition here. Species, it is defined as the group of organisms in which two individuals can produce fertile offspring by sexual reproduction. To differentiate between types of living organisms, species are used as a principal natural unit in biology. So example I'll give you, like Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus, it is a genus. Aureus is a species. So under Staphylococcus you have different species: Staphylococcus aureus, Staphylococcus pyogenes, Staphylococcus. You have different species, like you have Streptococcus. You have under Streptococcus you have different species. So there are four most important concept on species, that is typological species concept, nominalistic species concept, biological species concept, and evolutionary species concept. So under typological species concept, Aristotle and Plato stated about the concept in 1954, and Kane regarded the typological species concept as a morphological species concept. So all these concept was given by different scientists, but the one which was accepted is it is biological species concept, which was given by K. Jordan. So typological species concept, he stated about the concept in 1954, and they said it is a morphological species concept. It is defined as the species can be differentiated from other species by their physical features and can be identified by their morphological attribute. So this is also called as morphological species concept. Next is nominalistic species concept. They believe that nature produced their own individual. So species are the man's own creation, and they have no definite existence in nature, and they are just mental concept. So the species have been invented so that we may refer to great numbers of individual collectively. It is used by some botanists. You have biological species concept, which was accepted. It was done by K. Jordan in 1905. In 1940, Ernest Mayr supported this concept, and it was accepted in 19th century. It is also known as newer species concept. As per this concept, the species, it is a group of interbreeding natural population, so reproductively isolated from other such groups. So the Mayer described that the member of this species show the following properties, that is reproductive community, ecological unit and genetical unit. So reproductive community, for the purpose of reproduction the individual of the species recognized each other as potential mates, and it is called as reproductive community. Ecological unit, species member differs from each other due to many attributes, but all the members cooperatively form a unit. They interact with other species as a unit in any environment. It is any environment, environment. So any environment, it is called as ecological unit. The species, they interact with each other in any environment, that is ecological unit. You have genetical unit. Species consist of large intercommunicating gene pool, although individual is simply a non-permanent vessel holding the small of the content of the gene pool for a short period of time. It is called as genetical unit. Evolutionary species concept was given by Wiley in 1917. He stated that an evolutionary species or the single lineage of ancestral descendant population which draw its identity from other such lineage and has its own evolutionary tendencies and historical traits. So this is species concept. So you might get in 2 marks about this. You won't get, I hope you won't get in 5 marks. You will get only any 2 marks, like a biological species concept, or write the definition of species concept, or write the definition of biological species concept. So today we discussed about five kingdom concept, and we discussed about the species concept. So in this, five kingdom concept is very important. You will get in five, that is, you will get it in uh, 5 marks. So if you have any doubt regarding this one, you can WhatsApp me, or you can raise a question in Google Classroom. Thank you so much.